They were schooling for that.
Action.
They paid. To answer your question, there's other people who claiming to be sovereigns, but they're not. They are task force recovery. Normally use these words sovereign entities from China. China is not the actual owners of these assets. China is also one of the custodian countries. So let's make that clear. These assets were assigned to China for a certain degree, but it's not owned by China. We recover these assets from here. These are 5,700 years old. To add to the answer for Undersecretary Kurt, the difference between those guys and me, I was one of the person who's part of the task force recovery that recovered these assets. One of the assets, bunker, you will not believe, is 17 kilometers long, full of gold. So describe that. How did we obtain that? How do you justify that it's yours when we have the possession here? That's the difference. The redemption will start here, and it's intended for us to redeem it because of this was traded for more than 13 years. There are some other assets outside. They were reprinted, second printing, third printing, fourth printing. They're not good because they are copycat. They're counterfeits and things. Even though it was printed by the same machine, doesn't mean it's real. That's the difference.
Honorable Marcos, for those that have given their assets to, we'll call them a rogue agency or someone trying to accumulate for task force recovery for their own benefit, what recourse does that individual have? What path should they follow?
Well, they can take back their assets and put it again on redemption to us, or they can ask the agency. And the agency, if they have no capacity to do so, they can participate on our redemption and we'll give them the same thing. We'll accommodate them like everybody else. We will supply them with the payment, for the assets through trade, through creating of virtual credit and cash credit. There's different avenues that we can use for them. So it doesn't mean they will lose the assets, but most of it, we can correct the mistake that was made by other agencies.
Honorable Marcos, is there a deadline, a drop dead date when the redemption will stop?
Well, there's 40,000 boxes, and some of the notes are million quad. It'll take us at least 25 years to redeem it. Yes, we should put a stop to it so the other people cannot print more, or fake one, But no, I don't think that we should. You see, we have 69 digits to be used for this redemption. So if you are in my shoes, I'd rather put all these 69 digits in the system, not off the system. We can all enjoy the blessing of God,
So those that may have heard you have 6 months or you have 1 year and then nothing's going to happen for 50 more years, that isn't accurate.
No, it's not accurate. Because it took us just to move these assets from one asset to move them from 84 to from 67 to 84. Imagine that long just to move them. That's how much assets. And then you're gonna claim that for redemption it takes 6 months. Oh yeah, you can collect data for 6 months, but not redeeming all these assets for 6 months. And that's what they're doing. They just collect data, then after that they collect, let's say, 1 million quad or whatever. Then after that they declare that they receive everything. And those are the things that is not fair. We have to redeem the assets fairly because it's an obligation of the country to issue up this obligation. Not because they defaulted, we gotta default too. And to finalize it, the redemption is open for everybody, for countries, individuals. There are some legalities that we have to follow, the origins, and how did you acquire it. Even though don't tell me you found it in the middle of the nowhere. Can't be, So there's forensic data that has to pass. They have ink testing, paper testing, and all other aspects. Carbon testing. To those people who's making a new one, they should stop it because it's just a waste of time. They can never go through directly there. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, Ambassador Marcos, I'm Gain Gilbero. I'm your designated Undersecretary for Global Indigenous Peoples Affairs. So since GDPA is implementing already what we call eternal sunshine or the system of prosperity for all, so can you comment about the tribal people of the world that are not in the market? How can we support them?
Well, they are the priorities. They're the one who actually hurt so much because they were ignored. They are the first, they should be the first one who needs help. And they should be the one that we need to take care of. Like for instance, we have to, this 1 million home per country is actually, they are the priority because they've been living in the woodwork for a long time. They deserve it. So they should not be embarrassed or they should not feel any difference to apply, for their entitlement. And the indigenous people are our priorities. Matter of fact, 1/3 of our members, or 3.2 billion members, are indigenous people. So we will support them all the way. We'll provide them whatever they need. We'll provide them education. We will assist them in their medical needs. We'll provide them their basic needs until they can function. You cannot blame them if they don't know. If they don't have the education, they don't have the knowledge, how can you blame them? And they're also the existence who actually follow the real law, which is the common law, not the corporate law. They're also the one who has originated this process. These are 5,700 years old assets. So they are the old custodian of these assets.
Honorable Marcos, in that vein, with and I'll just speak somewhat towards, for example, the United States, if there are 200